But earlier, I did not have an opportunity to do so, and I have family over, so there's a lot of background noise, and I'm sorry about that. And what they're still doing here this late is beyond me. First and foremost, the synchronicity. I've been sharing a lot on TikTok. Um, Things that are related to the previous video I've made, and I had a strange synchronicity just happen a few hours ago where I saw this band show up on my feed, and this has been going on for years when I would be talking about something and it would show up on technology somewhere in a very similar fashion. So this band called Born of Osiris, sorry about that, shows up on my feed, and the imagery in this particular song that I did share in my community post, the imagery in that song matches things that I've been discussing to a certain degree. And to me, that's that is just very, very eerie and concerning. But if you're interested in that, I did share my TikTok in a community post if you want to hear more in depth information about the aeons of Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Anywho, so I had a very good dream last night, a very powerful dream. I saw people I knew, and I was in what I perceived to be another reality. It was something like a mix of icebergs, and this has happened a lot throughout the years where I would see ice worlds or frozen like planets or very cold looking places. And this was one of them, and this was a very beautiful place. I see these massive icebergs that appear to be floating on the water, and I absolutely swear I've seen this place before in a dream. And in between that, it looks like there's ocean water, and the ocean water doesn't look like our ocean. It has this shimmering, beautiful turquoise like color to it, and it's shimmering, and the light reflecting off of it looks very unique and different. And so I'm in between, like, there's these two big icebergs, and I see these massive facilities or structures that are on either side of them. They're located like, imagine just a tall cliff, like very tall cliffs, and you have these massive structures. These structures were black in color. They look like large black buildings with massive windows. And so I'm observing this place, and first, before I go into the buildings, we go into some kind of older building. And this looks like something out of a, I can't remember the author, it's like an Ernest Hemingway book. Like, you go inside and it's this house, and all this maritime stuff is hanging on the walls everywhere. There was like ship components and pictures of sailors, and everything was like this wooden color, and it looked like it was the inside of a boat. And it kind of had this like museum like feeling to it. And there was like these rudders and sails and all these little gadgets and stuff. And boating is something that in high school my stepdad did own a sailboat, and I do know how to sail. And we sailed to Catalina Island one time, 100 or so miles away, and it is something that I'm familiar with, boating. And so we're in this setting, and I see someone who's very, very dear to me in this life, someone I'm very, very close to, and another person that I used to be close to. And one of my best friends many years ago, we were Batman and Robin in terms of spirituality, in terms of looking for the truth and trying to discern things and see what's really going on. And he, I don't know, for whatever reason, changed his mind and became a total, atheist and complete and total skeptic. And we were no longer able to have any kind of relationship. But he was very close to me, like a soul brother, this person, and I still care about him and think about him. And then the other person, I still very much care for this person as well, and she played a pivotal role in this dream. And there was other people there, like my brother and some others, and they showed us this, building with all this boating stuff in it. And then we went to this facility that I mentioned earlier, this black structure with massive windows, and we were given like an assignment. So the assignment was we have these little tiny ass like little rubber boats, life rafts. I don't know. They were these like minuscule little dinghies that barely float on the water, and there was four of us that had to be on the water, and we're essentially told that we have to navigate to a certain location without using any technology, without using any help. And we were navigating this turquoise blue water, and the scenery was beautiful, the sky was beautiful, and we were just laughing, having a good time, and looking for things. And a wave comes, and I go overboard. I go overboard into the water, and I become lost at sea. And somehow we're still able to, I don't know in what way, we had like some kind of emergency radios or something where we could still communicate. And I ended up on the shore and swimming to safety. And I distinctly remember that the water was very warm and pleasant, which is interesting. I don't know what that means, but I swam to shore and ended up finding my friends again. And the reunion was a beautiful setting, and it was very touching and filled with all kinds of emotions. And it was a really interesting dream because you're going through this trial, which I have been lately, and you're going overboard, and you have a dear friend that's helping you now in this life, and she is helping you in this parallel life, and there is a parallel with that alone. Because look what I've been discussing for all these years. We have, this conscious link that links all of the chains of all of our parallel selves together. And what happens in a parallel life has a direct effect on what's happening to you right now, and vice versa. I've seen this many times in dreams and out of body experiences where there's information, right? Quantum oscillating harmonics, right? There's information that seeps through and affects, like on a subatomic quantum level, the mind of your avatar or your self in a parallel life, and it affects the mind and influences that parallel version, and then that parallel version influences you here. So the dream was uplifting and actually resulted in something very positive happening today. A very positive thing happened today, and I'm so grateful for it and so glad about it. And I've just been going through a lot of trials and tribulations and stuff like that, and this was just such a big relief to experience today. And I am certain that my friend here in this reality, we synchronized our thoughts, our minds, with this parallel reality in which there was a victory that took place, right? I went overboard and I was lost at sea, but I was still able to find my way. And we quantumly entangled these two lives together, and that information from that life boomerang back into this one. And as a result, might have tweaked a few things in the brain or influenced you somehow in some way to make a different kind of decision or to be more optimistic, to be more confident. It doesn't have to be like super grandiose things. It's like these minor things that are happening in parallel lives can help you here in some way, shape, or form. And this is such a strange concept. I know, I'm aware of that, but I am, in due time, a long time from now, I'm confident that this will actually be proven to be true in some way, shape, or form when humanity, if is not reset, ends up in a state that is truly on a higher level spiritually. I believe this sort of quantum dream entanglement with parallel realities, I think it will be proven at some point. And, but yeah, that's about it. Strange supermoon tonight, full moon, um, very strange looking moon. And regarding Forever Conscious Research Channel, neither one of us were in a condition to do a live stream. There has to be a sort of its own synchronicity in a way for that to happen, right? Like your dream, you quantumly entangle with another reality. It's the same idea when communicating with people. There has to be resonance in order for that um, conversation to have life-giving qualities to it. And for whatever reason, we're unable to yesterday, but we will. And like I said before, the Mandela effect is a very upsetting topic to me because of just how much change I've seen and how many things have changed, and the effects of those said things are extraordinary, and it's not a happy topic for me personally. And I'm not saying that Mandela effect is all negative. I don't think it's all negative, but sometimes I do feel it's evil too, and I really have no idea, but I'm just mumbling about and ranting at this point. So anyway, uh, go on the community post if you want to see my TikToks about Isis, Osiris, and Horus, and that's about it.